Welcome to another episode of Is My Mic Working?
Let's find that out.
It looks like it is. So, you know what? We're going to keep on rolling.
On trucking.
Can they even hear you, though, Fluffy?
I don't know. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we could definitely hear that. So, welcome to another episode of What Day Is It, fellas? I appreciate you guys chiming on in. And just to let you know, every time we record this podcast, I turn the AC off, and I'm even hot this time, but normally Fluffy starts to chafe.
And I forgot my powder this time.
Oh, God. So today's episode will be a fun one. We got a couple things to talk about, and we have a guest star. This is the newest USDA licensee in Wisconsin, which is actually rather exciting. If you wouldn't mind introducing yourself.
Hello, my name is Emma. Do I say it? Yeah.
You can say whatever you want, but make sure that mic is looking at your mouth.
There we go.
Absolutely. Who are you? What do you do?
I own a mobile petting zoo, so we aren't open to the public. I'm not that cool yet. Probably will never be, but we take a traveling petting zoo and also exotics around for educational programs.
Is that true?
So true. I love programs. Library season has been rough. We're over it.
We're over it. I hear you. I'm about over my season, but what I'm not over is money season being gone. So before we dig in a little deeper, when you do talk into this damn thing, it is a shotgun mic. Just talk a little bit louder. We didn't really go over PA before hopping on into this. We just Emma came to visit today. I had bought some Quadamundi from her just earlier this year, and she came to visit today, see the animals and whatnot, and I was like, hey, get on the podcast. And she was like, hey, whatever. So we talked about nothing about how mics work, and we're only doing with this 2 mics today. So everybody just mind your business, all right?
Sorry, everybody.
Sorry, everybody.
We're poor.
We're poor. So we are. We're
unprepared.
And unprepared. It's crazy. We got the Tiger King on here, but we still ain't doing shit right.
Yeah, we gotta be number one day though, right?
All right. I promise y'all, this will be the last guest we do without.
Wait, are we gonna do the book first? What are we gonna do first?
Let's talk to Emma a little bit.
Yeah. Well, okay. We can talk to Emma a little bit, and we can branch off. Yeah. All right. So, anyways.
Yeah. So, it's exciting to me, as it should be exciting to you, being the newest licensee. Like you're new around here. We were talking a little bit earlier about, all the old head animals, or the old head animal people. It's kind of a thing in the past. Some zoos are closing, some are opening. There's a lot of new doors in the world. So let's hear about your petting zoos. Like what is it about your experience that you're giving people that you love?
So I'm doing a lot of learning, like you said. I feel like I'm coming into the game a little late, maybe.
I felt that too.
Yep. A lot of the old zoos, the old ways of doing traveling zoos, in-person zoos, everything's kind of cycling out. Circuses are changing, everything like that. So I grew up on a dairy farm, so always around animals. And I knew I wanted to do something with animals when I was older and wanted my kids to grow up around chores. So we got the old farmstead. They've been there since 1883.
Oof.
Yeah, they've been there a long time. Up and running again. They used to just raise some beef cattle. Got some animals rolling. How it started is I was in Mexico on quote unquote a vacation. I'm not good at vacationing and doing nothing.
Yeah.
Having mimosas for breakfast as well. And I remotely bought my Highland cow back in Wisconsin from one of my good friends for fun at the farm. And I said, if we're buying this expensive cow, we'll do something. It's an expensive cow. So I started the zoo, bought some rickety fencing, launched it, and now I travel around. I go to nursing homes, daycares. My favorite part about the nursing homes, though, is whether I bring the bunnies, cattle, anything like that. Those old folk, as soon as they see those animals, they don't care about petting or feeding necessarily, but they just want to watch. and it always triggers, especially sometimes dementia patients, it triggers in a positive way. They just talk when we were, yeah, in a positive way. They talk when I was young, I grew up with rabbits, or it gets them talking. They're always petting them, cuddling up on them. They just love it. So between that and educating the kids of today's generation at the libraries, I'm really excited to keep doing that because there's so much rough media coverage, and people are only seeing knowing what they see online, especially kids today, about exotics and wild animals and caretaking. So I think I'm trying to make the tiniest dent I can in that world, hopefully.
Quick question. The Highland cow, that is the emo cow, right?
That is the emo cow.
Yeah, okay. Just want to everybody to make sure,
When I was a young calf, my mother took me into the moon. Yeah, that's the emo cow. We used to do kind of like completely off track, but retirement homes and stuff. We used to do a retirement home every year up in South Milwaukee here. You know what I'm talking about?
I did it like 3 times. It was great, but man, was it warm there because there was no wind because it's a U shape. You're like a horseshoe.
And old people are just warm, you know?
They were kind of warm. But man, talking to some of them people, like she was talking about with the dementia, like they'll ask you the same question. Like I had one lady, it wasn't a lot of people, but it was like the same question like every 10 minutes for a while. And I was like, yeah, that's a goat, that's a sheep. I forget what she was asking, but she was adorable though.
They had a nursing home dog too. It was a big fluffy fucking dog. It was gorgeous. But probably the last time I was there before Jodan ended, same as always, we did just a petting zoo for the old folks. There was one that kind of wheeled on over to me, and sat down and talked for a while, but and he said all the right things, starting from "you're gonna think I'm crazy" to "I know I'm old."
He was trying to pick you up.
No, maybe, but no.
Guns.
He said he said I can talk to animals, and then he reiterated. I don't know. I remember this very well. He reiterated, "You're going again. I know you think I'm crazy, but I can tell you what these animals are talking about." And I just dumbfoundedly said, and yups, and and
you were still pretty young at this point.
I was probably 17, 18.
That's pretty young.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I mean, that being said, even if I was older, I don't know if I'd have done anything different. Like I'm here to make them happy, not argue with them. I mean, for all I know, these people were on hospice, which I know sounds crazy as fuck.
Play into that, dude. You're their entertainment, man. You got to play into that. You got to turn on that customer service voice.
Hey, motherfucker, you think you're Dr. Doolittle? What are they talking about?
I mean, yeah, maybe they do.
I don't know. That's always stuck in my head. People are crazy.
Okay, I just heard this like fun fact. It's probably not even real. I don't care. I went down a wormhole the other day. Okay, don't judge. But there's this person saying that we only see 6% of what's in front of us. That freaked me out. I'm like, really, 6%? Because we don't see in the, all the colors and everything, and we don't see that much. And I'm like, well, cats see, other life forms. I'm thinking, right? They freak out over nothing. It's like, why does Leo freak out all the time? I don't think my house is haunted, but sometimes I do.
Okay, well, yeah, I don't know.
Super tangent going off that. I straight up swear to God, I had a cat at one point that I had rented a house, 100% haunted house. Cat was fantastic until we moved there. Lost its shit. I'm not even joking. I'm not even into that. And to this day, me and my husband still talk about how terrifying that experience was with that cat. To the point where I'm like, okay, there's got to be another reason behind this cat's behavior, like a worm eating or a brain eating worm, like something. This cat lost her mind. She was amazing. Her name was Rue. She was a little orange tabby cat. Phenomenal. And then when we moved to this place, just lost her mind. This old ass farm, and she lost it.
What was she doing?
Well, there was multiple like creepy things leading up to that didn't have to do with her. But all of a sudden, one day I came home and I went up the old creaky stairs to my old way up there, bedroom up in the farmhouse. And I walk up there. I said, Roo, where are you? And I was kind of like at the top of the stairs. So I was level. And I look into the bedroom and she's curled up. You know, when cats do that scream straight up. I don't want to like be too loud. She just screamed bloody murder at me. And I was like, okay, girl's having a day. We'll leave her alone. And since then, she would calm down for a little bit at a time. And then we'd be like watching Game of Thrones or something at that point. And she'd jump up on you, be acting normal, all purry, cuddly. You'd start petting her. And all of a sudden, she would stop and look at you and her pupils would change. And you'd be like, oh no. And she would flip her lid again. And you'd have to like push her off before she just went apeshit. It was terrifying. And eventually it got to the point where we had to like lock her kind of in the bathroom because she would be fine. Then all of a sudden someone set her off and she just lose. It was wild.
So, okay, outside of the cat being insane.
Yes.
Did you notice any other like haunting
Yes.
signals in the house?
Yes. And I'm not even like the haunted person. I'm not really for all that. But I know I actually had put it on my Facebook a long time ago. So every once in a while I'll go look it up because I forget some of the things. But I know one of them for a fact was a straight click, pull on light, rounding up for the night, going to bed or whatever.
Oh, I'd cry.
Came back down and it was back on. I'm like, okay. Another one was a candle, 1000% burned out, back on the next time I walked into the kitchen after the fact. I swear to God, the mice were everlasting. You could not kill the mice. That's neither here nor there, but the mice were impossible. I feel like there was more. A bird came in the house once, but that's normal. That was terrifying.
Well, there was a bird in
Sparrow.
this room a couple weeks ago.
Hell,
Yeah.
that's scary.
I've had a couple bats upstairs too. Yeah.
Bob used to get his foot chewed on by bats. They were definitely upstairs at one point.
Oh, they're still in the attic.
But no, like even at the farmhouse I stayed at in Franksville, dude, we know that place was haunted. I've told stories about that place, and like outdoor cats would never come close to that door. I mean, they'd be by the door, but they wouldn't even think about coming inside. Maybe that's because they're outdoor cats, but like
maybe it's because coming inside gets you pregnant. Ooh,
pun intended. Was there a pun there? I don't
No,
think so.
No, not at all.
Okay. Innuendo.
Just a really bad joke.
Yeah. That's why I got to bring my drum set. I got to have a little drum set.
Bring the whole drum set.
Maggie was talking about buying me a little cymbal for my car.
I was gonna say, yes,
I don't need that.
So, haunted houses and all types of shit. Kind of just, I guess, a little bit back on track here, Emma. Starting your mobile petting zoos, what has been the most difficult part of it?
Oh, probably. It sounds like so materialistic, but trailer, truck, fencing. Expensive.
So the financial part of it.
Yeah, especially because it was just an idea that we funded completely from the start by ourselves. Financials, and then I would say probably expectations.
Oh, yeah.
I went to
Fucking people.
I went to one zoo, and to this day, I still sometimes go look back on the Facebook message and get kind of fired up. I think it was the first season in business, probably. Super local place, like 15 minutes from my house. So perfect. Loved that. Loved the local places. I went there, set up a beautiful zoo for this tiny little town, for this little crappy festival. And and she comes up. First of all, I show up there. There's no one to tell me where to go or what to do. So that, to begin with, I'm like, I will start giving discounts if you make my job easier. You have good parking, you have good instructions, like whatever. But anyway, finally get to where I'm going, unload, have this beautiful zoo. Everybody's enjoying it. The woman who booked me comes up to me and is kind of compliment sandwiching things and says something about the fact that oh, we thought there'd be more variety. And I was like, what? I said, like what? I don't travel with zebras or, I'm not at that point yet. And she goes, oh, like a sheep. And I said, that is a sheep right there.
But you thought it was a goat?
Yeah, it was a Katahdin, so it was a hair sheep.
Yeah.
Honest mistake.
What the sandwich part you just said?
What?
Compliment sandwich. I've never heard that in my life.
I've never heard that either.
Thank you for showing me.
I hate it. She was like, oh, everybody loves it. We're enjoying it. I thought there'd be more variety. Can't wait to have you next year. I was like, not coming back next year, because she was so blatantly rude about the fact. And I said, like what? And she said, well, oops, I hit something.
You're
Is
fine.
that good? Okay. And she said, well, a sheep. I said, well, that's a sheep right there. And then she just, kept moving on or whatever. And then after the fact, I messaged her because I wasn't over it. And I said, hey, your festival was fun. And at this point, it was city funded. And she still was like, we don't have money or whatever. So she booked a zoo with a certain amount of species and animals that I brought.
Mm-hmm.
And so I emailed her. I said, hey, if you're looking for more variety and more animals next year, please be sure to book our bigger package. Because what I brought this year that you weren't happy with was what you paid for.
What was in this package?
I had donkey, mini cows, sheep, bunnies, goats, mini ponies. I think I had my goose with me. So just a whole bunch of species. They didn't book the exotic package, livestock only.
Okay. Normal petting zoo?
Yes.
No ducks?
I don't think I had my ducks yet.
That was the worst fucking part of the petting zoos, because we would just shake the grain buckets, and the goats and sheep and llamas and all that shit would come running.
Oh yeah, and llamas.
But we had to catch the fucking ducks, man.
Oh yeah.
The Bob would be like, go run the ducks off the fucking pond.
People would love the duck chases, though.
Oh.
People loved it. It'd be like a rodeo at the end of the day, and you're just dead tired, and all you want to do is get home, and these ducks are just running circles around you.
Mm-hmm.
Put the goddamn crate in the corner, and you go here and you go here. Blah, blah, blah.
The ducks, and then I've had baby coonies that I take to zoos. And people's favorite part of zoos, no matter where we are, how big city, inner city, country, whatever, their favorite part of these zoos is us unloading the animals out of the trailer, and us especially loading the animals. Mine all know as soon as I start that diesel and they hear the hoof, and they see the back open up, they know, and they're already jumping in. Some of them, one of my mini jerseys is still kind of learning the process, but he's getting better. But the ducks, no concept whatsoever. Yeah. So we always have to wrangle the ducks, and they'll duck underneath. They'll duck underneath the trailer, and then they essentially are free. And then kids will just take off. I'm like, I will boot you. And we're like, go chase the ducks. Like, they're pretty tame. You walk up to them, you give them a little bear hug. But the pigs used to do that too. The little coonies who are fast as shit. They just right underneath there and just take off.
Catching pigs is like they're like butter.
Bro, I don't know how many times I lost a pig. I think I chased a pig one time like a mile down the road. Because he went underneath the trailer. I think it was me and Mike. And we had Rockies that day. That was delicious. But yeah. Uh-oh. Phone call?
No.
Oh, okay.
You reminded me of something.
Oh. Pretty sure it was a pig that we chased down the road.
Somebody recently sent me a news article from when Joe Don lost a camel running down the road.
No way.
I just have to find it.
I was here for that.
I don't know if it was the one that was on Nicholson.
That was the only one I know of.
I just was looking at it because I was trying to find her pictures of the elephants, and I lost it.
Maybe we can circle back to that.
We can circle back to that. For now, while I look for that, Fluffy brought us a book today.
Yes. Maggie got it for us. Thank you, Maggie.
So there's one right here. This one's a golden book, and I actually have one behind me that my grandmother.
Get the zoom. Get the zoom
for us.
Okay.
Get the zoom. What's it called, Fluffy?
How the camel got its hump. Not humps. Hump.
Just the one hump. So this book is about dromedaries, apparently.
But I think there is a.
It starts with a Bactrian. So
yeah, because he loses a hump. That's how he got a hump.
Huh.
I'm not going to read the whole thing, but
why? This is This is story time with Fluffy.
I am not. Nope.
This can be a whole new concept on the podcast. Story time with Fluffy.
I hate my own voice, and everybody else does. So
Oh no!
look, there's a back train right there, though. He's a statue, but there's there.
Well, you have to at least start it off, like story time with Fluffy.
This is a little golden book. Belongs to. We haven't put our names in it yet, but How the Camel Got Its Hump: Tales from Around the World by Justine and Ron Fontes, illustrated by Kiko Montagna. Why are these names so fucking hard for me right now? Montayama?
Yeah.
Montayama. That sounds Japanese.
I mean, maybe it is.
I kind of want some sushi now.
Okay.
What?
Wait, whose was yours written by?
Justine and Ron Fontes, illustrations by Kiko Montagna.
See, mine, How the Camel Got His Hump, is written by Rudyard Kipling, illustrated by Tim Raglan.
Yeah. It's a common subject, how camels got their hump. I mean, it's not. I mean, this is a golden book, and that's an off-brand.
Golden book.
No, look how big that thing is. Are you compensating for something over there, big boy?
Yeah, my hump.
Book.
Well, I have 2 humps.
Okay, well,
My lovely lady humps.
mine
But-
looks almost a little bit more. I mean,
It's obviously better than a
this
golden
looks like
book.
the
This is for
same-
children.
This looks like the same story because the horse wanted a longer.
Well, it's stories, though.
Presently, the horse came to him on. Okay, you know what? Shut the fuck up. Here, where are we at here? How the Camel Got His Hump. Now, this is the next tale, and it tells how the camel got his big hump. In the beginning of years, when the world was so new and all, and the animals were just beginning work for man, where there was a camel, and he lived in the middle of a howling desert because he did not want to work. And besides, if he was a howler himself, so he ate sticks and thorns and tamarisks and milkweed and prickles, most excruciating idle. And when anybody spoke to him, he said, "Humph, just humph, and no more." I feel like I read that.
That is
weird.
in this. When he was talking to the dog, and they wanted to go for a walk, and he
Yeah.
goes, humph. Harumph.
Presently, the horse came to him on Monday morning with a saddle on his back and a bit in his mouth and said, "Camel, O camel, come out and trot like the rest of us." "Humph," said the camel, and the horse went away and told the man. Presently, the dog came to him with a stick in his mouth and said, "Camel, O camel, come and fetch and carry like the rest of us." "Humph," said the camel, and the dog went away and told the old man. This goes through all types of animals.
Okay.
Fucking ox and dogs and horses and
Yep. Horse, dog, ox. Alakazam. Do you got Alakazam in yours? Probably not.
Bitch ain't got no Alakazam in that book.
Yours seems more like aesthetic for the crunchy moms, and this is more
Look, that camel's doing ballet. These camels are looking awesome over here. They're with dogs and cows.
Our golden book rocks your book.
that's fucked up.
He just
Is that the
says,
one with the
"Huh."
genie?
I mean, it talks a little bit about magic. You know what? Y'all, no Amazon affiliate link. Go read How the Camel Got His Hump.
From whoever you want.
But I found this article. It says the headline of the article is "The camel appears to be unarmed." That's the
that is old.
that's the featherlight back there. The
oh my
aluminum.
god, that's like original.
Camera.
That's got the old Ford on it.
romps through the street. The camel appears to be unarmed. Max.
Oh, that's in South Milwaukee. That's not Escape from Here. That's South Milwaukee.
That's our trailer.
I know. That's us. For
No,
sure.
I know. I said it wasn't the one from here. It was just
Oh,
elsewhere.
I thought.
No, it was our camel. Just
I misunderstood.
Max is unarmed.
Unfortunately, there's nobody left alive to ask about this.
My dad. My dad
Your
brought
dad?
that trailer up. Yeah.
Your dad. There you go.
So there was a time where there was a llama that was like spitting at people, and Bob put it in the trailer, and it started freaking out in the trailer, and the trailer wasn't attached to a truck or something, and it was parked on a hill, and it started rolling down the hill.
Oh my-
and it started taking down like mailboxes, I think. My dad's got to come on the podcast to talk about that, but I laugh every time he tells it. It's a a great story because then you see this llama in like a 4-horse trailer just cruising down the streets and like Milwaukee suburbs, just destroying properties.
That llama head shaking baby syndrome.
Oh God. This says, I don't see a date on this photo, but I bet we could Google it. South Milwaukee, Max knew an opportunity when he saw one. When his visit to Saint Adalbert, ADA.
Today, Junior.
ADA. So it's So it's A.D. Albert, Ada Albert, Saint Ada Albert. Does that sound right? Ada Albert. Okay, whatever. When his visit to St. Ada Albert School was over, the 3-year-old camel waited until his handler thought Max was tucked away in his trailer. Then Max leaped over the man's head and bolted downtown South Milwaukee. Jaws dropped, drivers stopped, and neighbors ran into the yards to watch the stunned amusement Friday morning as the entourage of 7 police officers and 4 handlers from Jodan Farms chased the 2-humped camel for 10 minutes and 4 blocks. Max sprinted down the middle of Milwaukee Avenue into the heart of the suburbs business district, then hung a right on 14th Ave right before turning onto Madison Avenue.
They got a copter fall.
Police caught up with the renegade at Madison and 12th Avenue, where they cornered Max in a U-shaped parking lot while the handler grabbed his reins. Police responded to a call at 11:02 a.m. when someone flagged down a squad car and told an officer there's a man chasing a camel down the street. Lieutenant Ann Wallen said.
They grabbed his reins, so that means somebody let go of the rope.
Oh man.
They didn't jump over your head. It let go of the rope. But this writer is a good writer. It sounded like Dr. Seuss at first.
Yeah, with the what do you say? Trailers drop, drivers stop, jaws drop.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Police, our main concern was traffic. At this time of the day, there's a lot of cars out. Wallen said, all we need is a camel cruising through there, causing an accident. But police did find time to appreciate the humor in the department's first camel-related incident. Over the radio, the officers hummed a circus tune and cracked jokes such as the camel appears to be unarmed. Officer Todd Bergen said, I think the handlers were the only ones who were straight-faced. Everyone else, even the police officers, were laughing, Bergen said. Don Hohefeld, I can't read that last name, was working in his yard when he saw a camel lope up Madison Avenue on the last leg of the pursuit. I couldn't believe it, Hohenfeldt said. I thought it was stuffed. I really did. South Milwaukee police, not adept to identifying camel gender, took a look and guessed the camel was a female, but Jodan Farms of Franksville confirmed that Max is indeed a boy. While the camel has never attempted to escape before, he is just like any other rambunctious 3-year-old, said Kathy Bennett of Jodan Farms, that bitch.
So this isn't that old.
It's not. So, I mean, the truck in the photo looks like a 90s Ford.
Let me see that photo again real quick. I think that's the red truck. Brenda wouldn't know that truck.
Max is a young camel. He just decided he wanted to go.
I don't know who Max was, though. That's during Mike's time, Brenda's time, Jamie's time.
Yeah, we'll have to ask about these. That's definitely like a 7.3
that
power
looks
stroke.
like the red truck. That looks like, dude, I hated that truck.
Why?
It was rear-wheel drive only.
Ugh.
It was a power horse, but it was also gasoline.
Oh, it was a gas?
I'm pretty sure, maybe it wasn't. I forget.
I bet we could ask Jamie.
But it did suck because it had a bench seat in the front.
Mm-hmm.
And Cake has a song about it, about having a bench seat, which is great, but not in that truck.
Not in that truck?
No, because when Brenda drove, you were kissing the dash with your face.
Oh, because she's short.
She's very short. Sorry, Brenda. If you listen to this, I doubt you do.
Brenda don't listen to this shit. She's a hater.
Hater.
She's a fucking hater. Yeah, that's some crazy shit. You know who we should get on the podcast? One of the police officers from the camel pursuit. You think I
wonder if one was Tommy.
They name dropped one of them.
Yeah, we should figure out how to get a hold of him.
Or the guy that lived there on Madison.
That would be super hilarious,
right?
Actually. Just for shits and giggles. And while we're here, here's one of them photos of the elephant plowing the garden next door. since I
Oh,
bought
that
it.
is so cool.
When is that?
This had to be 80s,
Oh my.
Yeah.
maybe early 90s. I don't know. I wasn't alive.
This is the little guy.
The little guy. Yeah, we're super all over the place. But yeah, how the camel got his hump leads to camels running away. But camel, that probably had Fluffy thinking about the time the camel got off the property here.
Yeah, there was a bunch of people walking him, and he drug them down the road. No, I take that back. They let go of the ropes, all 4 of them. That's number 1 rule when you're dealing with camel. Don't let go of the rope. Don't go down and don't let go of the rope.
Which camel was it?
I think it was. Oh, Jason's gonna talk shit if I don't get this right. I want to say it was Gus, but I don't remember. It was one of the 4 that we were doing the wagon for.
Mm-hmm.
The 8 camel wagon.
Yep.
And I was doing cats. Because I forget why I had to do chores. Somebody had to do the bullshit while everybody else was playing with the camel. And I was doing chores, feeding cats. And all of a sudden I heard, "Get in the truck, let's go!" And everybody took off down the road in the back of the 06. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I jump into my car and I drive down. I'm like, well, I don't see a camel. There's only 3 here now. And everybody just left in the truck. So I meet them down the road, and they're at the farm right by the cemetery. And they got them tied up. I'm like, you guys need anything? Like, oh yeah, go back and get this. So I made like 2 trips going back to get stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So they're cutting the ropes off because all the ropes got tangled around his legs.
Oh,
But Jason jumped out of the truck to grab this camel.
I believe it.
Yeah, they were next to it, driving next to it, and Jason jumped out. And thank God there was a cow fence right there. It was a cow farm down the road. And that's where they hitched him to. So then, after we get him like all tied up, or we're walking back, and we have him tied to the truck because we don't want him running off again.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, that's his trick. He can do that. We have him tied to the truck. Well, then an undercover cop comes up and she goes, "You got Jodan Farms. You guys can't be dragging animals down the road. You know this." And Bob was in my car, and he said, "Give her the fucking rope." And he's yelling this, and he's like, "Give her the fucking rope. I don't care. I'm like, "Bob, shut up. You're going to get arrested." And she's right by my vehicle, passing by. He's staring her down, saying, "Give her the fucking rope." Like, "Bob, shut up." I'm like, trying to like, "Shut up, Bob." I was laughing at the same time because it was funny. And yeah, we ended up getting the camel back. But yeah, that was an experience. I didn't get to see the whole thing, but I was a part of it. It wasn't my fault. I didn't lose him. I lost Pogo with Jason, but he caught himself on the ice.
That's good.
When he slept on ice. Jason let go last. I'll give him that.
I don't think in my time we had any escapees. I don't.
Not even a goat?
At 7 Mile Fair.
Oh, that was the worst.
Wait,
hold on.
Nothing notable.
Have you had any escapees yet?
I have.
What would you have?
I had one. It was super low key. It was when I had my original petting zoo fencing when I first started, so it wasn't the greatest fencing in the world, and I was still learning the animals when we go off site. Tink, her name is Tink. It's a little
Tank or Tank?
Tink, Tink, like probably short for Tinkerbell, but that's not what I need.
I thought of Taint, but
no, not the Taint. She's much nicer. She's much prettier. So she's a beautiful little Palomino pony that also is our unicorn pony for little girls' party stuff that I thrive off of. But anyway, she is also a sass. She's only like a 4 or 5 year old miniature.
Mm-hmm.
And I had brought her alone. It was a local zoo, so literally also again like 12 minutes from our house. And she wasn't happy. She was alone and she was pacing, and it was kind of slow. If she's busy and getting fed, she's fine with it.
Yep.
But when she gets bored, yeah, she just jumped the fence. She just pop right over it, right next to a very busy highway.
Oh no.
Yep. And everybody is panicking, and I'm like, please just don't, please stop. It was actually an auto shop. I love them to death. So, I did the shake the green bucket, whatever, and I caught her pretty quickly, but she was getting real close to the big highway and the ditches and the road, and I'm like, don't let this be how I start. But we got her right away, and then she got put in the trailer after that, and then she sounded like a fire-breathing dragon the rest of the time, smacking the shit out of the trailer.
And just going buck shit.
She was so mad.
And I should specify, when I said in my time, I meant my time at Jodan Farms.
Yes, I understood that reference.
Okay. I
You
just
sound
it
like
said
you're on the
specify.
stand. I do understand your reference.
But I want to specify. I'm not perfect, so I just wanted to specify.
That's
that.
from a movie, but I forget what movie it's from.
I have no idea.
I understood that reference.
I understood that reference. I know what you're talking about.
Captain America, I think it was in Ultron?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
Age of
think
Ultron.
you're well.
Come on, you're a nerd.
Fuck you.
That's not a bad thing. You got Pokemon on your arm, man.
Yeah, not Ultron.
Fucking own it. Yeah. Oh, you got Marvel though, don't you?
I don't have any Marvel
You
tattoos.
probably got Captain Marvel.
Do you play Pokemon Go?
It's been years.
He used to.
I play Pokemon Go every day. This is a Pokestop if you play.
Is it?
Uh-huh.
Do you play?
I have never played, mostly because I don't have time, and I feel like I have an addictive personality. So if I started, I probably shouldn't. Because I remember in high school, like playing what was the farm ones? You could like Farmville.
Farmville.
I slapped on Farmville.
Fucking country nerds.
Yeah,
All right.
get that corn.
What's that? Sorry to pull it away from you. What's that? That Sonic Chew. Have you ever heard of Sonic?
Sonichu. Yeah.
You know who that is?
Yeah, from fuck, it's been a long time. Chris.
Christine.
Now it's Christine.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I just learned about all this, and they're like, "Don't go down this rabbit hole."
Go down the rabbit.
I went down the rabbit hole. I was mad.
Me and my buddies followed almost the entire saga of Chris Chan.
It's fucked.
It's long.
It's
Very
I just
long.
dabbled.
Is she still in jail?
The video that started it was her getting arrested.
We don't even need to get into.
No, let's not go. Look up that name.
Yes, we all know Sonichu.
Okay.
know.
Anyways,
Ooh,
I am so long.
good.
look it up after. We're not getting into this. It's gonna be like an hour long. Just this.
All right, that's this podcast is already so Sonichu.
Going off the rails. Anyways, all right. So we got
No Sonichu here.
Oh no. We got one more main question that we always ask everybody. What's your worst animal injury so far?
It's got to be one. You have to have had something. It can be something dumb, but
Trying to think. Oh, from my child. Did I get like?
I don't know.
Oh,
We weren't there.
My mom kicked me a lot.
No. Nothing stands out. All mine are kind of self-inflicted.
Okay, do you have a favorite?
A favorite of what?
A favorite injury?
Probably dislocating my elbow. That was gnarly.
How'd you do that?
Doing like a round off back handspring back tuck or something.
That sounds eventful.
It was, and I just kind of freaked out and caught myself. It was on a Super Bowl Sunday night, and this whole thing just went right in
Ew.
there. Yeah, it was pretty gross.
Okay, what's something that you can answer? What's the favorite animal you have?
Right now, definitely my bat-eared fox.
Tell us about it.
Salem. His name is Salem, and he's pretty young yet. I just moved him outside to his corn crib. I feel like fox, even before I started doing animals, I've always loved fox. Got tattoos of them. My first small business was called the Amber Fox, so it was all fox associated. So I had red fox. They were great. Not quite my cup of tea. And then I got Salem the bat-eared, and he's the most dog-like fox I could get. And he's my little heart, people heart horse. He's my little heart fox, I think. But he's also new, but I don't think that'll wear off. I'm pretty tight with him. And then my raccoon is pretty awesome. So
What's the raccoon's name?
Sheriff.
Sheriff.
I got raccoon tattoos.
I'm terrified of raccoons, so that's awesome.
Oh, you would love Sheriff. He's still young, so he gets a little rowdy, and if he like hugs your head, he'll just start like biting the shit out of your head. Or he loves your beard. He'll just go like this on your beard. Yep. He's awesome.
Fluffy's scared of small animals.
So you're saying that when he comes to our house to sight and rifle
He ain't
set,
gonna touch anything.
you would love my marmoset monkey if you're scared of small animals. Talk about a terrifying small animal.
I don't want to get bit, but I'll play with that fox. So.
Salem probably won't bite you.
I
But
don't even care.
the monkey'll bite you probably.
Yeah, no.
He'll just bite your ears like little love nibbles until it's not a love nibble, and then you bleed, and that's fun too.
I used to fuck with small animals. I don't get paid anymore to fuck with small animals, so I don't.
No.
He's so mad about it.
I ain't mad about it. You're just a pussy.
Yep.
If you get bit, you get bit,
Yep.
dude.
See,
Nothing's here. Nothing.
do I have a little mark on the back of my arm over here?
No.
My monkey this morning, I took him outside. Oh no, last night, I brought him in. He was not pleased, and I caught him finally in his little outdoor enclosure, and I had him, and he was kind of on my waist area, and he went around the back and just right on the back of my arm in that sensitive spot. I'm like, you, and then he came inside.
So your worst animal injury so far is something we can't even see. Great.
Right.
No, he actually Gimli nerd status. First of all, Gimli is terrifying. My marmoset monkey.
Let's give him.
He's a marmoset monkey.
No, what?
The name.
Yeah.
Am I even answering that? Do you know?
I don't know what Gimli is either.
You guys cannot claim nerd status if you don't know what Gimli is from.
I don't say I was a nerd. He said I was a nerd.
Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I've seen like 2 of them. They're 40 hours long. I've fallen asleep.
And worth
each time.
every minute.
I
I have the DVDs if you want to borrow.
know who Gollum is.
Gollum. Schmeagol.
Yeah, Schmeagol. And
That's Gimli, actually. I should have named him Gollum.
why is his name Gimli? Is that his human name?
No, so Gollum and Schmeagol are the same.
Okay.
Gimli's a whole different character. He's a dwarf.
But you just said that's...
He should have been named Gollum Schmeagol.
Oh,
Gollum/Schmeagol, because it depends on his attitude if he's going to bite the shit out of you or if he's going to be great.
I know, my precious. We all know that. You know?
Your hand be like, give me the ring, my precious.
Oh, I can't believe you
Yeah,
guys would
ring.
love that. You're a Harry Potter person and you don't even know Lord of the Rings.
Well, you have 3 choices when you
So
grow up.
disappointed.
It's Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, or Star Wars.
Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. Oh, first, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Harry Potter.
I'm Harry Potter over everything for sure. But honestly, I don't give a fuck about Star Wars or Lord of the Rings, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I used to be more into Star Wars. They're all right.
I like Harry Potter. Magic's cool, dude.
I've only watched the first Harry Potter like halfway through. Never
Which is
really
also
with it.
fucking sick activity.
I don't know, man. I just never got into it. And it's magic shit. You're a wizard, Harry.
You should be into that. Your father's a fucking magician.
I am the son of
Your
a
dad is a wizard.
Yeah, kind of.
Like, what the fuck?
Well, growing up with it, you're just like, whatever, cool.
I was telling her, she asked how I
shy.
knew you earlier, and I was talking about your dad and the tigers and shit like that, you
Just
know?
being like, hey, I'm going to come get a big cat.
Your dad is a fucking wizard, how him and Bob would go to fucking shows and blah, blah, blah. Your dad's a wizard.
You're a wizard, Dad.
We need to get him on here
Yeah.
so we can talk about Hogwarts and his time there, you know?
Oh, God.
His time at
You just got done with the Magic Convention in Colon, Michigan.
all the way in Michigan, huh?
Colon, Michigan.
Like your butt? Like a
Yep,
colon?
like your poop. Colon.
Who wouldn't- It must be shitty there.
It's a place for magicians, and magicians have jokes. Can you imagine how old that gets? Dad joke central.
Can you imagine being a bartender in that town that night of the convention?
I wonder if they're very shitty.
Ha
Hun.
ha 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 ha. Good night, everybody.
I would hate my life if I worked in that town and there was a magic convention, for sure.
You don't like magic?
I do, but like if I was working or bartending, which I've done before, I would just be like,
Hell no.
no.
You haven't met a real one yet. Just meet a real magician and you'll have a fun time. I guarantee you won't be like, to my dad.
I was at Fluffy's dad's house.
I'm not being biased either.
I was at his dad's house a couple months ago. He was 3D printing me some shit and laser engraving or whatever. And I mean, he was just doing, from what I gather, to be like the easy magic tricks. And I still couldn't figure it out. Like, he was making long ropes into short ropes and short ropes into long ropes. And
Does he do the dub shit?
He used to. That's why we started working here. That and the cat stuff. A lot of dub stuff. Back in the day when it was okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Or-
I guess it's probably not okay anymore.
Ooh, not even.
No.
I saw a guy
I
last
did it
year.
in grade school.
Oof.
I saw a guy last year at Boone County Fair. He did magic. He did a dove magic thing and blew the piss out of me, dude. He put a dove in a box, threw it on the ground, and jumped on it. And then the fucking dove came out of another box. I was like, "Excuse me." I am 100% convinced he was a wizard. There's no fucking
I
chance
do
that he.
not understand magic in the slightest.
You know, like there's sleight of hand tricks, like something behind your fingers or stuck in a hole, or you tie the rope this way so it comes out longer, or whatever the fuck. But where the fuck did the bird go? All right.
He's like, I know what you don't know.
He literally put a bird in a box
I
and
know.
jumped on it.
I know where it
Do
went.
you know this trick?
Yeah, up his butt.
In Colon, Michigan.
Yeah.
What the fuck, dude?
Magicians hide a lot of stuff up their butt, especially the ones with no sleeves. Right up the butt. You just
Oh.
never notice their hand going back there. I'm
What?
kidding. No.
What the fuck? All right, Emma, here's a question for you. You're still fresh, blah 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 blah. Do you feel welcomed to the animal world?
This is a trick question.
No.
So when I first started, the Highland cow I bought from, I'm not going to name drop her. I don't know if she would want it, but a really good friend now at that point, she's the one I bought the Highland from. And right from the start, I asked her, as a stranger, we had never met each other before. I bought this cow from her and that was it. Via Facebook Messenger, I asked her every question under the sun. And she was 100% transparent, welcoming. Here's pictures of my petting zoo signs for liability, like everything from the start. And then now I visited her a few times. I know her and her family a little bit, everything like that. And without her, I would have been completely lost to start. So I attribute a lot of that startup to her. She's a phenomenal woman. And then since then, I was just telling Shane earlier today, once you get to know a few people in the business and you add friend on Facebook, you see at the bottom when you're scrolling people you may know, and then you see they're friends with other exotic people. So then add, and here we go. Being friends with a few people, all of a sudden in the last couple of weeks, I've been getting tons of ads from other exotic people from across the country. That being said, I've talked to, I would say I have a few good, a few 5 that I consistently talk to across the U.S. that I'll either ask a question or reach out and say, hey, what do you have? Or, and I feel like I've always gotten good responses, welcoming responses, not blatantly rude or like, figure it out yourself. We're all in this, I've not gotten any of that. So I would say it has been very welcoming. I know there's a lot of negatives that I probably still have to, be approached with. I'm sure I haven't come across, but as of now, I've had very positive experiences, and I'm hoping it'll stay that way, especially because most people I've come in contact with is, I feel like, the new generation of the zoos and stuff like that, because I know a few of the older generations, but those are I just call up and I'm like, hey, what you got? And that's about as far as the relationship goes. But yeah, I think it's been great so far.
That's good. They all sound better than me when people ask me how to get permits for skunks. So
Did you like my comments on your for sale post? Is this a male or female? How do I get a permit? What does 1-to-1 mean?
I know it was you, but I was like, God damn it. Like, fucking people, man. I'm not a good teacher. I don't even want to teach people shit. Don't
do library programs. Between that and kids, you just, yeah.
Well, that's the worst part about the animal world. You got to deal with people. And education's important, but
that's how you make the money in the animal world.
I know.
Unfortunately, we can't just play with camels.
Unless you're a breeder.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair, but you're not a breeder.
No.
And you do educational things. Like, you are an educational thing here.
Oh, for sure.
But, like, you're like, well, I'm a bad teacher. No, you're teaching people here. You're just doing it for an hour.
I don't. That's valid. I don't like teaching people about work. How about that?
That's because you're so busy you don't want to teach.
This is valid.
Yep, and yeah. No, don't teach.
No.
Be a teacher for an hour and call it. You be a sub.
I'll do my tours, yeah.
Yeah.
I could never be a teacher. Even the hour I'm at library programs, sometimes I'll have like 200 people sitting in front of me too, and even that amount of people for 1 hour, even if it's majority of kids, I'm just drained even after that 1 hour. And then I'm like, how do teachers do this? Why did they not get
more? You said 200? Wow, that's a lot of people though. Like, you're talking in front of. That's pretty like, you imagine everybody in their underwear?
See, I don't have like public speaking problem. I was a theater nerd a little bit in
Fucking
high
nerd.
school. Yep. Lethal
Nerd.
Sound of Music. Uh-huh. I was a little bit of theater musical nerd, as well as I was a cheerleader and stuff like that. Yeah. So I kind of did it all, but I just don't really have an issue with it. I know the first couple I ever did, I didn't quite have my role down with how I was doing the programs, and now it's down to a T. I don't even think of it. I show up 15 minutes prior. I'm like, let's roll. And I have it down to the minute where when that hour is up, everyone's already out the door. Like I have it down to a T now after this year.
See, I've been doing my tours for these specific tours for 3 seasons now, and I can't say I have it down to a T because some tours are an hour, some are hour 15, some are hour and a half. I'd be talking.
It's completely different with a crowd, though.
Mm-hmm.
With a crowd, you have a different, like, you don't have anything to react to. You're saying the same thing to a crowd versus what you do, which is like what nobody else does on the planet, pretty much, that we know of. And you're like, you have a small group, and you have to mold yourself to those groups.
This is very true. And, as much as I hate to say it, I mean, I get a lot of groups through here that, like, I mean, I am 100% a tour guide. I'm not myself. It's just.
Your customer service comes out, and it's hilarious every time I see it. It's it's like when you see me on the ramp, camel ramp.
But sometimes I get some groups through here that are just cool as fuck. They're like me. They come in here swearing and laughing, and I'm like, all right, what's up, guys? What's up, motherfuckers?
This will be an easy one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. I can really just kind of like, hone on in and do whatever,
I definitely feel that because, like, at some libraries, I'll show up and there'll be, I've had 200 all the way down to like 20 people. So it just depends on who's showing up. But I feel like any animal program always draws way more than the library anticipates. I've had a library say, oh, we had like 15 sign up, and they had 174 people show up.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I tell them ahead of time, I say, hey, you paid for an hour. I'm going to try to eat up that hour as much as possible, but I feed off that crowd. Are the kids interactive? Do they have questions? Do they not care? What are the adults? Because in my programs, I actually talk a lot to the adults and throw things their way on top of the children. So I'm keeping the adults with me too, and they're laughing and coming up afterwards. It's not strictly just a kiddie program. I kind of speak to those parents too. So I feel like that probably makes it go a little quicker because I don't throw innuendos by any means. That'd be inappropriate at a library program, but I definitely one of my references is the wallaby. They get the zoomies at day night. At. When the sun's going down, that's when they're starting to get active. I call it the zoomies. They get the zoomies right when the sun's going down. So I say to parents, I said, Danny, your kids get the zoomies at nighttime. And they're all like, yeah. So I bring them into it too. So I feel like that kind of helps with the overall vibe because they're coming up afterwards and they're interactive. It's not strictly just like a show for the kids.
So you avoid the innuendos. You don't get like sciencey and real and shit in front of the kids?
No, I definitely do. They ask like, I've had sometimes like, what are they doing? Oh, I said, well, it's a boy and a girl. So, it's stuff like that. But we talk about neutering and they're like, what's neutering? Or things like that. And I say, well, that means they can't have babies anymore. I try to keep it pretty bland PG. They talk Disney version.
Sure.
They talk a lot about why the skunks can't spray. Well, it's descented. What's descenting? I said, well, when they get neutered, they get descented. Well, where to do that? Well, it's at their booty where they would spray. So we just try to keep it like kid oriented, but still educational and truthful. I don't fake things. And sometimes I'll even look at the parents. I'll be like, sorry, this is a little bit blunt, but, and I say it, like, I'm not going to sugarcoat animal education.
I'll be straightforward. I don't give a fuck. I like, that's, when I introduced John, the goat out there, I'm like, this is John, he's our Billy goat, he's got the beard and the testicles to go with it. Mm-hmm. Like, that's John. And then we get the kangaroo, and I don't care we start talking about the kangaroo vaginas and how they work, and like, it's science around here,
but but that's what you are, though.
Yeah.
Even if there are kids, like, you're coming you're paying for it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Versus like a library where she's got to do Disney stuff. So
Yeah.
it's a different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think at my own place or like when I'm at actual petting zoos and, one of the steers is trying to randomly jump a heifer for whatever, something dumb. I'm blatant whoever's by me talking about that. But when it comes to library programs, they're paying me to be there to, present and be Disney necessarily.
Fluffy has to pee. It's been a while since he's actually got up and peed on an episode.
Oh, really?
It used to be like his thing.
Oh,
Annoying.
and then he
bastard.
just left you sitting here alone?
He's done it before. And he would just be like, I have to ramble for like 2 minutes. I mean, he hurries up, but like, dude, come on. What are we doing here?
You
And
got a golden book to read now. Just leave it right
He's
there.
done it without guests. I just need shit to talk about. Like, what the fuck, dude? I'm not that entertaining.
Hello, me, myself, and I. This is the golden book of how the camel
How
got
the
its head.
camel got its hump. But yeah, I think what you're doing is really cool. Like I was saying earlier, to not stroke your ego, you have one of the prettier petting zoo setups around right now. It's definitely, it's new school. Well,
Yeah.
that's the easiest way to put it. It's not dingy. I don't really use fences anymore. I just use a lot of ropes for my rides. But like even my fences that came from here, they're fucking,
Yep.
they're tall and shitty, and there's been 400 coats of paint on them, and then through the ringer. Like it's, you're incredibly presentable. My favorite thing that I've seen, now that I've seen your petting zoos in person, just all over the media and stuff, my favorite thing that I've seen you do is have your on duty and off duty signs. That is fucking cool. So people know the other animals you have, and they're like, hey, what do we do to see that? It's great for business.
It triggers questions for sure.
Mhm.
And unfortunately, you know how we always talk about people are...
Yeah.
I have on duty, the ones that are at the zoo right there. So for those who don't know, I have like a chalkboard stand, and then I have laminated pictures of every single animal I have along with their name and what species they are, whatever. And on the on-duty side of the chalkboard has all the animals that are there at the zoo in front of them. So they go look in that board and they say, oh, there's Scout the donkey. Oh, that's Scout right there. And they love it. They eat it up. And then on the other side, it used to say off-duty, or no, it said, off-duty.
Mm-hmm.
And no, did it say
Welcome back.
on? Yeah, it said off-duty. And people were like, oh, are all those animals in the trailer? And I'm like, no, they're at home. So I finally tore off the off duty and put it as on vacation, so people know they're at home. Because people
not in the fucking
not in front of your face. So then everybody at home, all the exotics, everybody I have on that side, and they're like, wait, you have, what is that, a fox? And it triggers the questions. It triggers the grabbing of the business card. And so on and so forth. And kids love it too. That it kind of gives them like, quote, a little extra activity to do by the zoo. I kind of put it by some of the signage and the hand sanitizer stands, and they love it. I think it's cool too.
Super fucking cool.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before. Did you come up with that, or did you steal it?
I definitely came up with that.
That's fucking
and
cool.
I can fully claim that. Yeah, can fully claim that one.
Trademark that.
Trademark that. On duty, on vacation. Don't put off duty or they're very confused.
Yeah, I mean, that's people. Like we were talking about them earlier. Are you open today? So she said she got a phone call the other day, asked if she was open. She ain't even, she's not open to the public.
Literally on my Facebook page, it says, we are a mobile-only zoo. And I got a call yesterday that says, hi. I didn't answer it because it was Sunday. No, it was yesterday, so it was Monday. And they're like, wondering what your hours are and if you're open today. And I'm like, no. The answer is no. It's me and my kids being alone, which is exactly how we want it.
If you show up to my house, I will, yeah.
But like, would you ever want to do a zoo? Like a home-based zoo?
Me and my husband have talked about that. And for a while we were like, yeah, we're going to do it, but only do private. But now we kind of toss that idea. I am so dang busy with mobile. It's such a niche. And there's so much demand for it that why would I even open up all that extra insurance liability work for our own personal home property where we're raising our kids? Why would I even entertain that if there's enough demand? And I guarantee I will make more doing mobile, 100%.
Absolutely.
And there's way less work. I mean, we try to keep our house very presentable as it is. We're OCD freaks. But
it was very clean when I was in there.
Oh, see, I feel like it's a mess, but thank you.
With animals and kids, it was very clean.
Thank you. But yeah, we would, and you saw us. We're so rural, so private. We are literally at the end of an electric line. We don't even have internet. So the last thing we want is people driving down there. We get enough people driving down there during hunting seasons where I'm like, get out of my driveway.
Her driveway was half the drive to her house.
Yeah, our driveway is about, I think it's a third mile or something. Yeah.
It's pretty long.
Yeah.
The driveway is a halfway to their house.
AKA long.
Yeah.
I get it's long, but driveway halfway to their house.
No, the driveway was half the drive to her house.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. I that makes sense now. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm just getting back in.
No,
Yeah,
and our
you still
kids are
peeing mentally.
Man, that was a long one.
I know, I could
still
hear
in the
it.
bathroom.
Oh, really?
We should let you bring the mic next time.
A little ASMR for those people.
Fucking Christ, man. What?
Sorry, everybody. It's been a while, but
This is the first pod in a while that you went pee-pee, but he's having a drinky poo, so.
But I let you. It's easy with two people, though. Like,
You've done it with
going,
me.
but you're so good at talking. You baffle him with bullshit every time, and you are so good.
I do not speak bullshit on here.
Do you warn him before you leave, or you're just like, see ya?
Sometimes he gives me a little hand gesture.
I gotta.
Skedaddle.
Yeah, like
He at least prepares me. And there was one time, I don't remember what episode it was, but there was one time where I was like, no, not right now.
he was not happy with that one. I'm like, yeah, now.
Oh.
He's like, where's my little golden book?
So from now on, you know what, everybody, we're gonna keep the golden book.
Not like a golden shower.
Not
Golden book
The
for
gold-
golden showers.
not my version of the book, but the golden book. We're gonna keep it here at the table. So every time Fluffy goes pee on the podcast, I'm going to continue to read the golden book.
Yes.
Is fucking genius.
So if you want to send things via TikTok, send new golden books.
Send new golden books. Oh my god.
There's a whole list of golden books on the back. Nope. Open back. Open back. There you go. There's a whole list of them. How the leopard got its spots.
Oh,
Wish
man.
list.
Baby animals, baby farm animals, bow wow meow.
That sounds fun.
The color kittens, Dr. Dan. Dr. Dan sounds creepy as fuck.
Dr. Dan.
The saggy baggy elephant.
What?
Scuffy the tugboat. 7 little postmen. The shy little kitten. Toodle. Barbie the nutcracker. The boy and the tigers. Kitty's new doll. Lasso the moon. Old MacDonald had a farm.
E-I-E-I-O.
Noah's Ark. Prayers for children. The story of Jesus. How the camel got its hump. How the leopard got its spots. How the turtle got its shell. How the zebra got its stripes. Little golden picture dictionary. First my counting book. Richard Scarry best little word book ever.
Does that include Taylor? There's a Taylor Swift golden book now. I'm not.
Oh, actually, no, this was
Is it
Taylor's version. No, it's in here.
I was about to say, that might be worth more than $3, you know what I'm saying?
What the fuck, man? You know what? I can't believe it's already been a long time already. We're going to have to do this again. This is really fun. This actually went by ridiculously
We'll have another mic next time. Sorry, everybody.
You know what? Just so everybody listening, if you made it this far, you've heard us use 3 mics on this podcast before, but we are just ditching the third mic that we had because it's absolute bullshit. But I'm going to get up after this episode and go buy a microphone, so shut the fuck up. We'll be better off with 3 guests.
And then we're going to find a quiet AC because I am roasting a lot.
Yeah, I hear you. You know what? So
it's not just me.
All right. So we appreciate you guys for chiming in this week. We're going to get out of here. We got some stuff to catch up on. Anywho, so without further ado.
Happy hump day, everybody.
You want to say it?
Happy hump day.